Well, good day, viewers. Today we have a 2017 Silverado. It was here just under a year ago, March 20th of 23, and I changed number 4 pushrod because it was bent, and deleted the AFM system with EFI Live. And it's been good up till now, and he says it's been doing the same thing. I see the check engine light is on. It has 125,000 kilometers on it. So we're going to scan it and see what codes it has to offer. It's not misfiring right now, but hopefully this is not related. So here's the vehicle service record. You can see back in was March 20th of 23. I replaced number 4 exhaust pushrod. Let's have a look at the fault codes that is recording now. Got the scanner hooked up to it. $125,000, so it had 109,000 on it then. I'm just going to go into the engine control computer and read the codes. NOx sensor module performance. Sometimes it sets that fault code if it's got a ticking noise in the engine. There's no noises coming from the engine right now. NOx sensor module performance. Let's look at freeze frame data related to it. Well, at least it doesn't have a P0300 code or a P0302 or 4 or something. Symptom 00. No, I had one last summer that even with it electronically deleted, the lifter still collapsed. I ended up changing the manifold. Distance since last failure, 15,000 kilometers. That's been a while ago. I'm going to look through this data list and see if I see anything interesting. So I can't see anything unusual here. I don't believe this distance since first failure and last failure to be accurate, because it says 15,000 kilometers. 15,740. Both distance since last failure and distance since first failure. But if I look at the vehicle operating conditions, it was at 54 kilometers an hour and 74 degrees Celsius and running for almost 4 minutes. Not freeze frame data. Let's look at the other one and see if it's any different. Same thing. Ignition cycles without malfunction since month 1. So this looks like the exact same freeze frame. Yeah, same run time, same vehicle speed, same temperature. So that's not going to help us. So I'm going to look to see what's common to cause that code to set. So I'm looking at case histories for this P0324, and it's common for push rods and camshaft issues. Now, as I did mention, I replaced number 4 exhaust push rod, I believe. It was missing. The dealership had taken it out, so I assume it was bent or broken. Now, I'm listening to this engine with the hood open, and there is a tick coming from the right side of the engine. But it's not that bad, but it is a tick. I've got a wireless mic, so my mic is noise canceling. That's why you're hearing the furnace in the background when I talk. It sounds like a ringing sound. I'm going to unplug the mic and let you listen to the noise. So there's the sound from the left side. Pretty quiet. But definitely there's a ticking noise coming from the right-hand side of the engine. And that P0324 code is a knock sensor code, which is hearing excessive detonation, I think. I'm going to double check what causes that code to set. So there's the right valve cover off. I don't see anything obviously wrong. I'm going to start it up and run it on 4 cylinders. Got all the coils unplugged, obviously. Watch the valve action. All the valves seem to be moving at the same rate. I'm going to see if I can isolate which cylinder it's on. How are you going to be able to hear the noise? I'm going to pull the number 4 exhaust off. That one seems to be ticking. Well, there's the push rod out of number 4 exhaust. Same one that was missing when I changed it before. I assumed it was bent. I'm starting to have deja vu here. It's very similar to one that I did the lifters on the right bank. I think it was number 6 exhaust that was the problem, because 4 and 6 are the AFM cylinders on the right bank and 1 and 7 on the left bank. Well, we're going to put a push rod in here for now and see if that gets rid of the ticking noise, but I'm sure that's why it's setting the knock sensor performance code. So there's a replacement push rod for comparison. It's about 1/16 of an inch shorter. That's why it's ticking, because the lifter can't take up all the lash. I'm going to clear all the codes out of this thing now. I generated some codes for the ignition coils and the mass airflow sensor. Let's read them again. Got the valve cover back on and the air induction back together again. Let's listen to it now. So that's the driver's side of the engine. And that's the passenger side now, nice and quiet. So the bigger question is, what is he going to do now? Are we going to change the valve lifter oil manifold like I had to on the last one, as well as all the lifters, or are we going to delete this thing completely?